Someone asks, what is it about this energy field that is like a dark, heavy cloud inside and is associated with the notion sadness? Slowly and fragilely holds the ground of darkness its children. What does it say? An offspring points to the spring, the source where it comes from, and it points to being off, being apart. The language of darkness is often misunderstood, misinterpreted, rejected, and not well known among those who prefer to see life unfolding processes in light of development, success, gaining, progressing, as if there was only more allowed by moving towards an all-encompassingness and not less, as if all-encompassing wisdom was only connected to a bigger picture, to a wider horizon, to a greater seeing, to a brighter light. It might seem like a paradox, as if clarity could only exist where something can be seen in broad daylight, as if clarity would be connected to a clear sky, cloud-free. But although a fog cannot be described as something clear, a fog and also a dark cloud and a heavily felt energy can be with clarity, with wisdom. It is not the opposite. Heaviness is not the opposite of lightness. A cloud is not the opposite of the sky. Darkness is not the opposite of light. Sadness is not the opposite of cheerfulness. The heaviness slows down. In a world where everything has to become faster and faster, it is not welcomed. Darkness makes moving cautiously, also slowly. In a world where everything has to move strictly, purposely, it is also not welcomed. The price of moving fast without caution is collateral damage by ignorance. In darkness, one is far more awake while moving than in broad daylight. Darkness demands care, supports care, strengthens the ability of carefulness. Fogness slows even more the velocity down. As long one is not distracted by complaints about darkness, fogness, cloudiness, heaviness, and there is awareness while noticing these phenomena, they can be like teachers of something that is not known so far. To call it sadness is already a label, a kind of interpretation that might be helpful for some kind of discovery, but in general it is better to stay plainly with what is noticed without interpretation. Heaviness, weight, belongs to the forces of earth. Without gravity, no weight. It is part of natural human existence, part of the experience field. Without knowing the experience of weight, there would be no experience of no weight, of lightness. Lightness itself is without quality. It cannot be experienced only when weight is known. States of no weight can be described. The same regards the shadows and the light. Without knowing the experience of shadows or of dark clouds, there would be no experience of no shadow, no cloud, of brightness. To dive deeply into the ocean, weight is needed. To rest in a desert, shadow is needed. With the energy fields that can be noticed bodily, there is something similar happening. Where slowing down is needed, moving cautiously is needed, carefulness is needed, diving deeply is needed. Energies of heaviness and darkness are at service.